right, we are live. Hi, everybody. Say your names.
Internet died.
Oh, I died?
What?
Oh, she's
Oh.
gone.
Oh no, you must be lagging like a motherfucker because I said that 10 seconds ago.
Oh,
Oh boy.
oh boy.
It'd be so
Oh,
funny if
boy.
she did die, though.
Settle up, chat. It's gonna be
boy.
a bumpy ride on the
Oh,
Ethernet cable today.
Can I see the chat?
Right.
There was a way to see the chat, wasn't there?
When in
Wow.
doubt, blame plant.
Blame Plant.
Fucking plant.
Fucking New York.
You're welcome
Fucking
to
hate you
chat.
this.
You're welcome
The
to
piranhas.
type in the chat of the YouTube.
The piranhas can't beat the New York
I'll
Jets.
put it in no mic, so
They
you
don't have hands.
put the there, and then, yeah.
Don't see it.
What you mean? That's that there. The 8:30. That's you.
Wait, are we actually live?
Yes.
Oh,
Have you not remembered that? Like, every time she's done it?
I thought she was just recording.
Well, I was
No, she wasn't,
originally
then she got
recording.
lazy.
Shut
And
up.
then it just didn't work.
She got lazy because she didn't check the audio settings once, and we recorded a whole thing like halfway through without any audio of any kind, and she just crumpled on the ground crying.
Now, imagine getting called a crumpet.
A crumpet.
A
Yeah, you're a
It's
crumpet. You're
mainly
a crumpet.
because,
Ooga shaka.
Hello? Oh my god.
Shaka.
you heard.
My-
It
my
is
thing was not
because at the time, Kaya is always at work. So Kaya, I wanted to let her hear it live because that's the only way she could potentially hear it. So now we're here, but she's here now, but I'll still continue streaming. Anyway.
And you're still gay.
Also, it's
Hey.
not. That doesn't work.
What? Sorry.
What do you mean?
Oh, here it is.
The link.
Doesn't work?
Nope.
rtmp/a.rtmp.youtube.com/live.
What the?
How am I supposed to? Okay, then try this one. Quack, 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 quack. I don't
Whoa!
think.
Shit.
You
Holy
mean the
shit.
hyperlink? That hyperlinks? That links the hyper?
Whoa.
That whoa, no way. It's almost like it you can fucking see that it worked. Look at the difference.
What? Really?
Man.
Ew.
Honestly.
Gee
Anyways.
Williker Bunkers, Batman. I don't know why I said
That Mon.
Batman.
Okay, we heard bat none. Batmon?
Yep.
Bat nuts.
Batman?
That's what I thought you said.
I was gonna
You
say
just thinking
bat
of
nuts and then
balls.
just kind of lost commitment to it.
I will spit at you.
Batna.
Batna 40. It's going over the far yard.
There was a way to show the chat. Well,
Bro, I
anyway.
was looking at that. At what?
Hi, Soulivagant
Yeah.
with your TV man.
Solar power Evangelion gave businesses.
Whoa, holy shit, I'm here. You are. Everybody, we have this music playing in the background. I am lazy. Here you go. So,
Let me see.
it's the one you gave, so don't worry about it. Welcome to Dragalia. In our last session, you saved the day from
Our own party member.
yeah, essentially. You saved the citizens of Town from the mysterious entities that are otherworldly and quite dangerous. Trip supposedly ate one of these things, and it was growing out of his stomach. As Innocuous punched him there, it spit out
That wasn't
a-
supposed.
a disgusting tendril creature, which you beat up so much that the spit of it, the acidic foul smell, splayed on Miguel and Hua. Terrible and foul indeed. As Min and the rest of the crew tried to both assess their situation, see how the citizens of the folk are, and potentially see what the hell Satmacine was doing, we realized Satmacine is kind of an asshole. And the town are quite willing to kill him if needed. So you both separated your ways. You are given a pass by the mayor to Min, and you were off. You enjoy the breeze of the night as Inakshel carried you. Nope.
Fucking read the
Mikoslav.
name!
Mikoslav carried you ahead and Min goes forward. But in the dreams of Trip, he's seen a mysterious figure requesting in an awful manner his pet. Who this pet is, you had your guesses, but we truly do not know. And as the land settles down and you are on the ground, you have arrived to Innocriss's kingdom. The sun is shining quite high, and it appears to be in the early noon, maybe 11 a.m., 12 p.m. Everyone is quite well rested, albeit Min looks like she could use some rest. Trip, you are still disturbed by your previous nightmares, and Miguel Hua, you're simply drinking tea. You may look around the outsides of the kingdom before you go into the gate. And Innocriss, you're welcome to take the party however you wish.
I thought it'd be funny if he was still asleep in the back of the fucking cart.
Are you asleep?
let me actually roll for it, cause man's naps like a motherfucker.
Constitution
guess
at advantage
what
then.
Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
At advantage.
okay. We looking high or low?
We want high to wake up.
High to wake up. All right, cool. So then I guess he would be awake because he got a 19, a 16 plus 3. If it was disadvantage, he would have gotten a 5.
The sun is shining so brightly in your face. It goes through the vents of the carriage, blinding your eyes and shooting you awake.
Definitely that like annoyed hand over the eyes to block the sun, just like ah.
Next to you are Trip, Hua, and Miguel, quite awake.
Back of the car, looks around. Oh shit, we're here already. Fuck. How did we? You know what? I'm not gonna question it. All right. And just kind of like climb up through the back of the cart up towards the up towards poor is it Mikoslav on the fucking reins, or is one of them still big dragon form pulling it?
Mikoslav is asleep, back, arms in the air, snoring in dragon form.
Well, then who's pulling the fucking cart?
No need to. You're here.
Yeah. Well, are we gonna leave the cart by the fucking entrance? No. Well, if he's just like conked out for a nap and nobody's at the reins right now, and Innocriss in human form will just climb out the back of the cart, plot his way around, walk around to the front, and start just walking up to the fucking the stables next to the palace or near the
If we're
palace.
here in the kingdom, Min would have had them land in the courtyard.
Oh,
in the
even
court.
fucking better.
Okay.
God.
So
He's like, what Innocriss's biggest fear was that fucking Mikoslav was still pulling the cart, and he was gonna have to sit there and give directions like, take a left up here. No, your other left. Oh my god.
No, Min would have had them fly straight towards the courtyard of the castle and then just probably either sleep or go wreak havoc, but not really because I'm too low energy for havoc.
So,
Yeah,
in that case, we'll retcon and say you're at the courtyard. People are surrounding you, servants and workers alike, as you're essentially in the town square of your castle. And no one has really peeped in. No one has really woken up Mikoslav because, you know, they understand the needs and tired of dragonness, being tired into sleep. They don't want to be rude. Anyway, if you do get out, they will notice you. So
Yeah, he's not making himself fucking like a it's not like a subtle thing. He climbs out like the front of the cart over towards like the reins would be and sees because Love just fucking passed out on the floor and he's just like, poor boy. Fucking son of a bitch probably woke himself to the bone.
Is that you,
And just fucking
sir?
Oh hey, what's up? I'm back.
Hello, sir. Oh, it's the king. Hi. Hello. Good to see you. Hello. And all the
Yes,
staff starts
yes,
to greet at you and cheer at you.
It's yo, relax a little bit. It's okay. I'm just back from a business trip, all right? Told you I'd be back in a couple of weeks.
How are you doing?
Made a couple of I mean, I napped a lot. It was pretty great. Got some business ties set up out west. Seems to be moving along relatively smoothly. Got some diplomatic ties too. Didn't
Ooh,
expect that.
Wonderful.
But
Are you fully
I'll
rested?
take it. Oh, absolutely. Like
Great.
I'm
You
just-
can deal with her then.
Who?
And one of the little tiefling girls points you to the top of sort of like the peaks, and you see her.
Oh, my
Your
God.
ex-sister.
No. Your ex-sister?
I don't know. I don't know about this plot line. I'm just
He just fucking
bullshitting.
looks up. It's like, oh my God.
I forgot
She
her
really did-
name,
okay.
and so you'll tell me her name. But she is in her dragon form, and she has
Yeah,
her
mother.
wings soared out in her usual cocky manner. It's her, with her radiant skin being of purple, like the midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. Just like
Wins
he looks
competition.
up and it's
You
just
gotta
that
do.
look of, fucking damn it.
And
All right. Everybody just clear out inside. You know the drill. Get
she
somewhere
won't
safe.
leave. We tried to give
Yeah,
her
I
money
know.
and food, Snaby land,
Uh-huh.
and she was just like, "No,
Uh-huh.
I want to see
Uh-huh.
Inagris, and
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make my
Uh-huh.
claim finally after
Uh-huh.
all these years and unite the Red Dragons
Uh-huh.
and be the bitch ass leader I
Uh-huh.
was always meant to be. So
Uh-huh.
please, can you deal with her? The children are scared."
Yeah, I've got it. She can't hurt a fly. Why? Because she's pretty much incompetent. But you don't have to worry yourselves about that. I'll handle it. Just get everybody inside, lay low. This will blow over in like an hour tops, okay? Have faith in me.
Okay. Steal her loot. Raid her body.
Hey. There is no need for the bloodthirsty shit, alright?
But you did it.
Relax. The blood. I solved You want me to like tear out her throat here? Come on, take a little bit of a chill
Isn't that what
pill.
you did at the Jin Kingdom? We heard about it. And the staff all nod their head in unison.
You heard about the Jin Kingdom?
Well, yeah.
I mean, I didn't rape out anybody's throats. What? I mean, I captured a dragon that was fleeing. I just grabbed it and tackled it.
We
I-
even got a letter from the one of the dudes. There's a dude there now. Maybe it's like a gold dragon. Yeah. A dude gold dragon wrote to us a letter saying, "Your king was a good man. He is now tasked with an important imperative to ensure all dragons are kind, and he totally kicked some ass. So like you should totally like support him and do whatever you need to do." I'm summarizing here, but you get the gist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't know I'd made such a good impression. Goddamn. Well, means I did something right, but
Exactly. And as soon as
I assured
like,
you what I used a necessary amount of violence. There was no bloodshed. There was no carnage. There was no death.
as soon as like the crowd gets sort of noisier, you see your wow, I forgot their names too. The butler and the maiden. That's the
Okay.
names I'll say. Please text me their names.
I
These-
already texted you the names a while ago. Let me fucking double up. Yeah.
Scroll.
Uh,
Maid
Uh,
Ivy and
yep.
scroll.
If you're looking, hold on. Maid. And then give me a sec. Just let me. Oh my god, I can't fucking think. Jesus Christ. Just like, please, my brain.
You're welcome.
Oh, L stream. It's what happened?
Did you serve me the fucking Dia?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Milko. Thank you. So,
W on my part.
There you go.
thank you. As you're surrounded by your staff, two figures part through the wave. Your responsible people, the two people you truly trust in, Maid Ivy and your butler, Sterling. They've come with you at such pros, and you can tell there is some concern on their faces. As
Yeah. Jeez. I think immediately looking to Sterling like, all right, give it to me straight. How long has she been here, and what other demands has she made other than wanting to just see me?
Well, she did wanted to take over your kingdom, as per usual.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
she
Was-
wanted to see your friends too? And she looks behind you and sees the car and sees Trip, Miguel, and Juan.
Okay. I don't know how she learned about my new traveling companions, but all right. She's got eyes and ears everywhere, probably, but doesn't put them to good use.
Well, I thought she was lying about the friends part. I thought she meant
No,
me.
that part's true.
Oh.
Like, there's a whole political intrigue plot over there that we'll touch on later. Once we get just kind of like a lazy hand wafted up to her on the fucking tower. Once we deal with her.
Well, I'm glad you made friends, sir. All of you, please get back to your work. The master needs...
Yeah, business as usual, people. Nothing to be concerned about. I've got this. It's
Aww.
the first time she's shown up at the castle, but just kind of like cranes his neck up. She seems to be doing a whole lot of nothing. All right.
She is
I'll
a whiny
go.
child as always, sir.
Yeah, which is odd because she's almost the exact same age as me. Maybe a couple of years. Like, she's fully, quote unquote, matured. Doesn't act like it. I think he's just gonna walk up like towards the door, like at the foot of the castle, and just yell up like, "Hey, get the fuck off my roof!"
Her head, like, the name of the dragon names is Valaksha, if I'm saying that correctly.
Valaksha.
Valaksha.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Valaksha, her head turns at you, and she sneers and growls like, "Get over
Yeah.
here!
No, you get down here. This
No,
is
you
my
get up
place.
here!
Get the fuck down here.
No, you get up here!"
Gonna do? He's gonna walk inside. He's gonna walk up the tower, and then he's going to force her to the ground.
While
I'd
the
like to
Yes, I
think
will be
that-
rolling. I will be
While
rolling
he's
strength for
doing
it.
this, do anybody else want to do anything in the midst of this?
I'd like to think that Miguel has gotten out of the cart at this point, saw what's happening, and then clapped his hands and ordered the knight to set up a tea table.
Just gonna have tea in and watch the show.
Tea in a show. I mean,
Well, he's
Right,
asleep, so
right.
how would you
Tea.
wake him up?
I feel
At
like he'd
least
be
he can-
trained to my call. So
Okay.
Just a fucking whistle, a dog whistle.
Well, make your commands then.
I'll just do the.
Did you just burp anyway?
No, that was me.
Reporting.
Oh my god, the full fucking
She's
snort.
snorting and coughing and shitting all over.
Reporting, sir. Yes, I'm here. What do you need?
Tea, if you would.
Yes, and he, realized, oh, wait, I'm too big. Let me, and he shifts back to his, form. I'll get the table, and I will prepare, hot water. Would you like anything else?
That will be all. Thank you.
Okay. And he goes, switches inside, is like, hello, good trip. And he takes out the table, goes to the outside of the cart, prepares a table, puts on a fancy cloth over it, put a vase with flowers on it, assuming this is from your own luggage that he's pulling this out from. He
Yeah.
places the tea plates, the tea cups, a boiling pot of water on a hot plate, and whenever you're ready. He sort of bows to you with the tea like a butler.
I'll even go. Grab an extra seat for yourself. This
Uh,
will be interesting.
For me.
Yes. To watch this show.
Should I ask Miss Hua to also participate?
Sure. May as
Um,
well set the whole table.
Um.
A seat for everyone.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Miss Hua, Mr. Trip, are you awake?
Yeah, I was just gonna casually get out of the thing. Just here. Who's hawking like that, bro?
Sure.
Talk.
Get Trip.
We got to
Why?
end the
I was just gonna
episode.
like rush out, just hearing Trip try to throw up stuff or something like hawking, bro.
Oh no!
Like,
Oh no!
Hmm,
Wait a
what's
minute.
going
Let me
on?
get a bucket. He places a wooden bucket right in front of you.
What's happening?
Are you not gonna throw up?
No.
But you're
good.
I had something in the back of my throat. Rats.
just in case.
Right.
Just
He's,
gag in the
he's
bucket.
gonna push the bucket away, hurriedly, and then just mutter, "Rats can't vomit. Rats cannot
Okay.
vomit."
What do you
And he's
mean
gonna
rats
walk
cannot
away
vomit?
hurriedly.
They can't vomit.
Rats
does
don't
that-
vomit.
How does that work? Don't you have a
Gonna
stomach?
Fuck if I know. Yeah.
Just listen to him. He doesn't throw up. Okay, let's
well,
go enjoy the show.
Do you want water?
No, I'm good. I just have stuff in the back of my throat from
Well,
waking
please
up.
don't die on
I'm
me.
good.
I don't want my first mission to have a person that I'm protecting die. I don't think I'll ever leave the Jin Kingdom again.
I'm gonna turn to Hua
Fine,
and then
go,
whisper
go,
to her.
set the table.
You know, it'd be really funny.
Don't pay the rat any mind. Set the table.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. And he sets up the additional tea plates and chairs. He puts a bucket next to Trip just in case on his chair, and it's like everything is ready. The two gentlewomen and gentlemen are staring at us.
Let them. I don't think Anacris wants her help anyway. Dealing with another Min and all that.
Well, in that case, as you sit down, everyone approaches the table and stuff. Maid Ivy approaches you, Miguel. It's like, so you're the friend of Innocuous. Oh, my grainy face is gone.
Indeed, we are.
Oh, lovely. How long since you known him?
But a couple of weeks, I think.
That's good, that's good. What do you know about my dear sir?
To be honest, not all that much.
Well, I'm hoping these past couple of days or even weeks, you may be able to enjoy his company more. My sir does not have many friends to listen to him, and I'm hopefully, you are one such companion he will soon cherish and share his tales of weary.
weary. Okay. Anyways, it seems like he is much too busy with the supposed love triangle to have much friends, I guess.
Oh, oh no, it's nothing like that. The fool is just a teenage child going through a period of moodiness. Nothing like that.
He will give the most unconvinced eyebrow
He's like, you're
and
right.
sip his tea.
I
Actually,
assure you, if anything, it would be. Oh, where is she? Oh, Min! It's nice to see you. Have you
I'm
burned
older than
anything?
you, old lady. She eats a piece of bread.
Just like her usual self. I'm glad she accompanied Inocris. Sometimes I'm worried he handles himself too much, and so he can just place a little bit of leverage on her, and she can do what is right. I'm very glad she's here. Do you enjoy your company, Min?
They're alright.
And also, the butler Sterling stares at you directly in the eye, Min, and let's just say he just looks a tad stern, a little serious, very anger, but in a monotone way.
I asked for the bread. Munch.
Oh, Migoslav, Migoslav gives you a bread. Here you go, honey bread.
Her eyes kind of like light up, and she grabs it and then just puts it in a pocket, and then continues to munch on the bread she already has.
We have proper food for you inside, if you wish to come in. But I request, Min, please do not steal any more goblets.
Eh.
I will take that as a mediocre yes. But after your tea time, you are welcome in to the dining
Where's the
hall.
leather bag in my spot?
Huh?
Who's the leather bag in my spot? She looks up at near the tower.
Oh. Do you not recognize her? It's Valaksha. I'm gonna have a stroke. It is the damsel in distress, Valaksha. Supposedly taken hostage of the whole kingdom. And we are utmost at her fate.
How is she exactly the damsel in distress if she has kidnapped the whole kingdom?
Well, she is surrounded by guards, is she not?
A damsel in distress is the hostage.
Yeah.
And he smiles very small. Like, you can see a crink in the corner of his mouth. Indeed. Innocuous,
Yeah,
where are
right.
you?
Stare at him like he's an idiot.
He is currently fucking climbing out of the the top hatch of the tower behind her.
And now I'm
Raise
going
his hand.
shows
Can
about
can Min like can it be like Min just starts dogging her and then she gets her ass thrown off because Min is currently annoyed with her being in her spot?
Yeah, if you want to speak from afar, you can. While
Just
Innocuous
like,
is calling.
yo!
What? Oh, it's you.
The fuck? Why are you in my spot, bitch? Who are you? Why
It's
are you here?
my
We have
spot
business.
now. Snooze, you
Yeah,
lose.
okay.
I would like to use the opportunity to distraction to fucking grapple her neck.
I'll lean over to a wall and go, throuple problems.
Mhm.
Make
Watch
a.
nods her head.
What throw you would make? Your
I'm not
strength
being
throw?
quiet either. I'm not
Yeah.
quiet, so you could perfectly hear
Not
that.
enough to hear them.
Min's just gonna flip you off. I don't like that whore.
And
so it
she
is
she
a
gives
love
you
triangle.
double thumbs up, and she uses her tail to supposedly give you a thumbs up, but it's just her tail being poked out.
You're not a part of this.
The dragon.
Yeah, I know.
The dragon's giving Min thumbs up.
Oh.
No.
Hey,
Which her? Min is still saying
Internet. Please. Hello?
Also, Ocean, anytime this week we can go to the fucking we said rainy day. We can do the new bakery place. It's
Yeah.
literally gonna rain and thunderstorm every day for the next week. So
yeah.
Wait.
That is unfortunate.
I didn't hear. I disconnected and reconnected. What happened?
Nothing. You're good.
Oh.
Ocean
Jabam,
just had a
Jabam, Jabam,
question.
Jabam.
Let me see the went to the kitchen to get food and Nab just has no replacement. Instead, she went off. Gotcha. And
Yeah,
then
that's where she was.
what's your
And then
role?
Ocean had a question.
What?
I was gonna ask if the thought process is would I have advantage on the fucking roll from being distracted by Min?
Yes, you would.
Yeah, because it was either that explanation or no, I'll save that explanation. All right, so that's going to be a dirty 25.
Nice.
And she's just like having her hand go up and down of like fuck you with her middle fingers, and as you take your arm and sort of wrap around her neck with such ease, and you're actually able to like choke her and put pressure on her windpipe.
Yeah, the plan is full asphyxiation. Like
Turnbuckle her, chop her to
giving
the
her
pavement.
half an inch to breathe, but the rest is just her windpipe being crushed. Then he's going to nonchalantly, with one arm barred across the front, the other arm literally like braced against the back in a legal chokehold, is going to nonchalantly turn around, walk backwards, and just walk off the edge of the roof to drag her with him.
I will say that this dragon is as large as, you know, she's an adult, right? And you're an
Does
adult.
not give a fuck. Does
So-
not give a flying fuck. He tackled an adult red dragon earlier in the
Yeah,
week.
he literally
He
did
don't care.
2 sessions
He
ago. Like,
does not care. He will take as much time as needed to drag her off of the roof by hand,
I feel like this
even
is where
if
he
it's
gets the
inch by
practice.
inch.
Like, where do you think he learned to do that? It's definitely not Min, because Min hates being in her dragon form. She likes to just sneak
So,
around. She can sneak
as
around as a
you
giant fucker.
attempt to pull her down, you eventually fall down the slope of the roof with the roof tilings falling out as they both fall to the ground, and you don't take any damage because it wasn't that high, that much of a height. But
Mhm.
you just slowly drag her, and each time you pull around the throat, she goes like, "Fuck you! You know, I will get you."
Yeah, the plan was as we fall off the roof to flip her underneath of me to basically land on her neck.
Yeah, the fucking turnstile her.
Crunches on the bread.
Yeah. He just sits there, no expression on the face, like full on like veins bulging out of the muscles of his arms and just like completely blank. Tell me when you've had enough. What's that? I couldn't hear you. He'll fucking let go. He'll like release the slack just enough to where she can breathe again, but it's not letting go of the grapple.
Okay. Okay. So.
And then he's gonna go back into the choke. Tighter. and then
Man,
he'll
that's
let her go
crazy.
and just like nonchalantly slide off of her fucking neck like nothing happened.
She takes a large gasp of air and is like sort of shocked at the fact that we're able to like sort of, mind you, the proportions and ratio between of like a humanoid and a dragon are quite big. So to see a full-grown dragon being toppled down by a human and being able to literally almost die from
Session doesn't continue until you can say the word.
asphyxication.
No.
Asphyxication.
Oh my god.
Try again.
Asphyxication.
Nope.
Asphyxiation.
Closer.
Asphyxiation.
Almost. No. It's not there yet.
I
Asphyxiation.
mean,
Okay, that's acceptable.
okay.
So she sort of goes shocked, but also is more irritated than she is shocked. So she takes in a big gasp of air. It's like, you, I'm going to take your kingdom. Once
Why this
for
one?
all."
I put her in a time loop.
That's crazy.
Just time loop to where she keeps falling from the roof again. Please.
Yeah, no, I can do
Just
that. I can do that. Just boom, boom, boom. It's just a. Have you had enough yet?
She's unconscious.
Like, Miguel could nuke her right now if he wanted to. You understand that? I have the capability right now to cast 4 fucking level 3 shatters back to back.
Don't
If
do
I
that.
wanted to, I could
Don't
kill
do
her.
that. Don't do
There's
that.
spirals in her eyes.
Can I sit on her?
Fucking. He's
Like
gonna
a
look
table.
over. He's gonna look over. Point. Sterling. Get the shackles. Tight
Yes, sir.
ones. Cast
Yes, sir.
iron.
Yes, sir.
Ivy.
Yes, sir.
Ice cold water. 3 buckets. Get into me.
With ice.
I'm
or
not
no
letting her off
ice?
that easy.
So are we waterboarding her now?
Nah.
With
That's not a
ice
war
or no
crime.
ice, dear?
Ice. Frigid.
Blended,
Cold as you
so.
can get it.
Yeah, that's not waterboarding.
They both go inside with Maid Ivy having a wide smile on her face and Sterling
I'll
just
I'll
going.
just fucking like kick a little bit of dirt in her face. Yep, she's unconscious. Cool. I'm just gonna fucking like hands in the equivalent of hands in sweater pockets. Walk over to everyone. Ah, you set up tea. Nice. And he'll grab the kettle and like fountain it shotgun like a fucking glass full into his mouth without putting his fucking mouth on the kettle. That's gross. But
Thank you.
yeah, no. But he's just like, oh yeah, boiling hot, just how I like it. So you enjoy
Min,
the
as you
slut.
approach Valaksha, she's like arms out, legs out, unconscious, swirly eyes, tongue out, wings spread apart. She is essentially a squirrel that's posing to be dead, but truly she is unconscious. You want to sit on her?
I'm going to grab a stick and just repeatedly poke her tongue as I eat the rest of my bread.
Actual cat behavior.
It twitches.
Hold on, surely we have
slimy.
some fucking
Ew.
what's it called? Expired rations we could feed her.
Can I put cheese at the bottom of her tongue? I just from my rations.
Go ahead. What type of cheese?
Yeah. It's her least favorite blue.
Blue
Yeah,
cheese.
she hates blue cheese.
I don't like blue cheese. either.
Specifically Min's least favorite, remember?
Yeah.
But she just kind of shuffles in and just like
Oh my god, I get odd odor with prestidigitation. Do I put some prestidigitation skunk spray in her face?
whatever.
Like,
And then she
I think
just
at that
folds
point,
the
Anonymous
tongue
is
over with the stick
nah.
and then goes over to the tea table.
Crazy.
See, theoretically, I could revive her using a
I mean, she's not
smelling
dead. She's
salt
just like
She's unconscious.
little mouth. You wake her up.
Do I have healing?
She is
What
quite
type of tea
glad.
is this?
The plan is to wake her up with the ice buckets.
Okay. I could
Because
heal
this
her,
is not
but-
some gentle.
Yeah,
it's
she's
the literal.
What tea is
But
this?
he will do it only once she's fully hog-tied manacled.
I'd say we actually have like a selection of teas that instead of it being brewed
Mhm.
in the kettle itself, it's more like you have your own canisters and like little tea balls that you can put the leaves into. We have a medley of spring and summer ones, some floral, some citrusy, and some green.
You have
Um,
one that tastes like strawberries.
Yes, Miguel would love berry flavors, so he definitely.
Min does grabby hands. Please, strawberry.
So I have strawberry plain, I've got strawberry and vanilla, and I've got strawberry medley with a bunch of different wild berries. Which would you
Vanilla.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, I got you handed over to her.
Yay. I will show you where they keep a jam that tastes really good. And then she sips.
A bargain is struck. Never did I imagine this is how fucking Miguel and Min would be fucking bonding, beating the shit out of the.
motivated.
I mean, I guess that's true, but it's like we show up, we beat the shit out of the girl, teabag her, and then get tea. Like,
It's that scene from JoJo.
Yo,
It really
I was
is.
about to say
Oh, where
that.
they all
Which
kick the
scene?
guy?
Yeah. It really is.
oh, hold on, you gotta
Miguel just sips his tea
Hi.
and then joins in the.
Yeah.
As
But-
everything is happening, Mikoslav approaches you and Akris, and it's like, do you need help taking her to your the prison room at jail?
Oh no,
I thought you were
not
about to
yet
say
at least.
dungeon. I was about to go.
Nah, I'm not imprisoning her just yet. I'm gonna do my little interrogation thing right here in the courtyard. I don't have the time or patience for her antics anymore. I got bigger things to deal with,
Oh.
especially the whole
Then
travel across the continent, figure out the plot. I'm putting a kibosh on this now.
would you want me to move the cart then along with the tea table to make more
Yeah,
room?
you don't need to move the tea table. It seems like these fuckers want to keep watching, but please move the cart back to the stables around back.
Will do. And he salutes to you, goes to the cart, and just walks.
Yeah, just like a playful two-finger salute in response of it. At this point, like Starling is coming back. We're not talking full manacles. We're talking arms, legs, tail restraint, maw covering, wing pin. We are full body lockdown.
The shackles are as big as his torso, and he surprisingly, he looks very strong for an old man, and he just goes,
Yeah.
he picks it up with ease, drops it down, it's a large thud, and it's like, here you go, sir.
Thank you. And he just takes his time shackle, tighten chain, loop of, like, he's making sure this bitch can't go anywhere, because he's had enough. He's like, nah, I'm dealing with my political bullshit over in the Jin Kingdom, and I'm not gonna come home to you fucking chewing on my doorknob, picking on my fucking doormat, pissing on my fucking arugula plants. Nah, I've had enough. I've had enough. Vague threats were one thing. Now at my home, waiting for me, trying to jump me or whatever. Nah. Full manacles. Once she's like fully shackled, locked down, anchored to the ground, then he's gonna take the fucking first ice bucket and splash it in her face.
Maid Ivy puts like 3 large buckets full of ice next to you, and already you can see sort of like a steam of frost, as if like being on the ground is enough to melt it, because that's how cold they are.
Nice. And just fucking
I can't scream that loud, but you get the she
Yeah.
shrieks. She's just flailing like
You know,
she's from Kill la Kill with like spear frames and shit. She is going,
get up.
oh, go.
Mm-hmm.
Who threw that?
Right.
You.
Yeah, he just like he playful like. How can I describe the like lazily tosses the bucket and just fucking dunks off her forehead?
Bucket
Alright.
hits her forehead.
That's 1 out of 3. I'll save the others for later. I honestly thought you'd be out colder, but probably not colder than the buckets.
Well, they're
Okay.
buckets. They're cold. They have ice. I hate ice. And I do. I'm going
Yeah,
to
then
take.
why are you here?
I'm going to take your kingdom once and for all.
Why?
Because I want to. You.
My
all this-
kingdom has jack shit. I keep telling you that my father's throne, the one you're really after, is up for grabs. Nobody's taking his spot. If you want the power that bad, go take it.
They're not
I
going to
don't
listen to
want
me, but they'll listen if I have a kingdom, like your kingdom.
Pitch the suitors are too busy squabbling with each other. You could just overthrow it in a night. You've got your eyes, you've got your spies. It's how you knew about my fucking, my tailgaters.
Oh, yeah, spies. I totally have spies. Yeah, and they
Your
told me.
whole thing is espionage and sabotage. Thought you could put it together. Especially because with the suitors, put enough of them in a room, they do not have the temperature of a lava pit, let me tell you. He just casually takes a sip out of the second ice bucket and then fucking throws it at her.
And she starts to prep
Yeah.
up for a breath weapon attack.
He will literally stomp on her maw to fucking snap it shut. And yes, I will roll damage for it.
Roll it.
Yeah.
Roll to
First,
I mean, she's restrained, so you had
roll the hit
advantage.
first. Yep. 19.
You stomp her mouth pretty hard.
Yeah.
She hurts her tongue. She go.
All right. 6 points of bludgeoning. Mark it.
Excuse me. What happened?
Yeah. 6 points of bludgeoning damage if you're curious.
Gotcha.
And he will use this opportunity to use the goddamn where is it? Bonus action for insightful fighting.
What does that do?
Make that. Yeah, go ahead and make your deception check.
Edgar. Unless I made a character sheet, they're always flat rolls because
Okay.
I don't know what to. There's a 3.
Dirty 23, get fucked. He is then, like, especially you would notice as he, like, pushes her head over to the side with his foot, there's, like, an old sort of scar along the nave of the jawbone and the ear. He kind of just digs his heel into that. He remembers that childhood scar. Just kind of, like, grinds it in to, like, put her into a fucking submissive position. Okay. Well-
Ooh.
Oh my fucking! Everyone wants
Sorry.
to take this sexual, and he is standing there
Sorry.
going, "What the fuck? No, I hate her. What?"
Sorry.
Sorry.
Hey, fuck.
Okay.
Lovers to enemies, back to lovers. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're really trying to pitch to me right now?
Wow.
No.
He like is so torturing her in such a weird way.
No. Okay.
You think he'd
Well-
enjoy
If you're not gonna do that, I don't know what to tell you. You could either have the throne that's open because the suitors are too busy squabbling amongst each other, none with a good enough foothold of power nor intellect to actually take it. You could take it over a night. If you think, oh, that's too difficult, go back to your lair and just sit and rot. I don't care.
You don't
Ow.
understand because you haven't been here in a long time.
don't understand what.
You didn't hear?
Raised eyebrow of feigning interest.
They're here. The people? The mortals?
Yeah.
They
what
are
about?
here.
Which mortals exactly? The ones from the Jin Kingdom? The ones planning that sabotage or whatever?
Yeah, them. Yeah, don't fucking speak out loud, dumbass.
Okay, so 1, they haven't done anything yet. 2, if you supposedly hate my fucking guts, why are you telling me that there are spies here that are trying to kill me? 3, if
I
your
need
whole
your
deal is
help.
sabotage. Oh, that's the real kicker here. This has nothing to do with hating me. This is you needing my help.
No. I mean,
He hits her with the third bucket of water. That one's for lying.
okay, fine. I need your help. But only for a little bit. And then you can, I don't know, fight me to death. I don't care.
And then, yeah. All right. Now, here's a bigger question. You say the spies are here. You say the saboteurs and everything like that.
Well, they're not.
What do
my
you bring to the
spies.
table? Yeah, I know, not your spies. I'm talking about the fucking sun fists, whatever the hell they're calling themselves.
The who now?
I mean, actually, he will legitimately take out his file and start flipping through his notes.
You mean the Mortal Revolution?
Yeah, the Mortal Revolution.
Well, here's the thing. So, like, I shouldn't be telling you this, but because I hate them, I'm gonna tell you. So be lucky. First of all,
Okay.
they kind of took over the throne.
Okay. That's really, really why you're here. This isn't a nah, don't want it. It's a
No.
I can't take it.
No,
Oh.
no, I just
Mm-hmm.
no.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah.
They made a contract with one of the red dragons. But the thing is, the red dragon doesn't really care. So anything the mortals want to do, he just does it for them. Like a jackass.
Oh, okay.
So we have a turncoder.
And-
Sips tea.
And the other thing is, the other dragons don't want to fight for it because apparently they like it. Like, ooh, plan an attack on the gold dragons. Ooh, take over your kingdom, which was I gonna do first, so then I can take it. Yeah. Ooh, they hate you. They don't
Okay.
like you.
Yeah, nobody does. Because I pretty much stand for everything against their culture and heritage.
Which means
Because
if
it's
you
fucking stupid.
pair with me, I could get you scot-free and get you back your throne if you really want it. If you ask nicely, I'll give it to you.
1, I don't want it. 2, you just admitted to being able to do jack fucking shit. So 3, how could you help me out when 4, I have never needed you?
Well, that hurts. Point is, I agreed to be one of
Do
their
instead.
spies. And now I'm here.
I'm gonna do something I never thought I would do, especially after our little history here, how that went down. What he's gonna do is he's gonna reach to the fucking manacles and he's gonna cut her loose.
Huh?
Here's what I'm gonna do. A gift of mercy.
What?
Starting now, he will pull out from his fucking bag a tiny couple-inch long hourglass and flip it. This hourglass is 5 minutes. You have until the sands run out to get outside of eyesight of my city. If not, I will kill you.
Why just not kill me now? What the heck?
I'm giving you a chance. You can sit here for the 5 minutes and figure out what happens then. Do you wanna? I know you. You're a coward. You always like to turn tail and run. So I'm telling you, for old time's sake, Velvet, run.
Mongrel. She flaps her wings and she soars past.
So I live nearby, so I'll be able to tell if you're not gone, bitch.
Sir, do you think she was telling the truth?
Oh, probably. Like I said, I don't need her help, and even if I did, there's no way we could trust her. I'll handle it on my own. I always have. Plus, if she couldn't take over my father's throne, completely abdicated, before the Mortal Revolution slid up and tried to make a deal, she wasn't going to be able to do shit for us.
That is true. However,
She's in a weak position. She has no political sway. She has 1 foot out the door already because she's a laughingstock amongst our kind. Her own followers question her authority and undermine her because she has no, well, authority. I dragged her off my roof like a stray cat. And Min is right there.
She was busy yelling.
Yelling like a stray cat.
It literally isn't like a stray cat.
And Knockers has a type, that's all I'm saying.
well, sir, it's more as oh, hold on, granny voice. It's more as if you could sway her, she could be a viable asset instead of another enemy on the side.
Asset? Her? Her whole deal is manipulation, cunning, betrayal, and backstabbing. And she can't even do that right.
That's the key points of a spy.
I have to agree with Min, unfortunately.
See, the old man gets it.
Even though I don't
does.
want to keep her to close ties to you, I think it is important to at least have information about what the Red Dragons are planning, and this so-called dragon leader.
Alright. I'll give it some thought. Not likely gonna happen. Chances are she's gonna get kidnapped, taken hostage, taken prisoner by one of the other Red Dragons or something. That is, if, well, the revolution doesn't kill her first. If that comes to pass, then we'll see about shaking things up from there. Now, though, I want her nowhere near my city.
Understood. We'll ensure security sees all posts are cleared of her.
You won't need to. Like I said, she's a runner. She won't be back for a while. All right. In the meantime, he kind of looks up. Get the masoner on the phone. He's gonna need to fix the roof again.
The phone, sir? What's the phone?
The sending stuff. Jesus Christ, do none of y'all know slang? Okay. Get him on the sending stone. Send him a carrier pigeon. I don't know. He should be down at his guild shop.
I don't know the
Please
young
specify that it
generations.
is not me this time. Thumbs
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, just write that in the note. Yeah.
So you're calling the mayor from town for Town?
No, the mason.
No, the mason.
Oh.
The stone mason. The roofer. To fix
Oh.
the roof tiles.
I heard mayor, so I was very confused. Sterling and Maid Ivy go to I'm assuming your tea party is still continuing. You can go inside
Yeah.
if you want, or explore the kingdom at Innocuous's request or permission. You're welcome to do whatever. It's time of respite, even.
Okay. Well, I do not. No, I don't. I'm just pulling the role play into actual speaking. I do not.
You can roleplay on the NPC. Let the people hear. Let the people hear.
Yes, yes. Keep continuing with your story that you happen to follow him and run into him days and days away in a kingdom in the exact same direction that he happens to be going. But you know,
Yep.
I pat your head. I'll let you
She
stick
will
with your
snap at your
fantasies for
hand.
now. As soon as you snap, I put you in a time loop so you can't bite, walk around you, and then undo it.
I grab your
What's she
plate with my
snapping,
teeth and
swirling
toss
about
it.
now? Well, did you all enjoy the show?
Oh, quite. We still have tea left over.
Yeah. Do you think Augustus would be mad if I took one of the special jams in the cabinet?
He just like looks at you, looks at Miguel. She took one of the jams. Yep.
No, I do not believe she did. But in return for offering tea, she offered to get me one.
Looks back to Min. Just, you know the recipe before it, yeah? Or at least the ingredients that are supposed to be in it. Go down to the
Vaguely.
market, fetch some fresh berries so that he can make a replacement jar. You know the drill.
Okay.
And in the distance, you hear, "My jam! My jam! Not again!"
Yep, there he is.
I ate one.
Well, at least the cook's passionate about his food. Wait, did you eat the jar? Please tell me you didn't eat the jar.
No. It was too salty.
Yeah,
The jar was salty?
Yeah?
Yeah, she eats
What's wrong with your
things.
taste buds?
The jar is salty. What do you mean?
No!
It depends
Well-
on how refined the glass is.
Anyway, I don't do that. And for the last fucking time, I was there because I was given intel about the fancy little robots. I wanted
Speaking of
one.
intel, I need I need an
Coincidentally.
outside opinion because I'm obviously being way too biased on this. Obviously, I just threatened her life and sent her packing. But
Mhm.
Sterling thinks that it'd be good to have her kind of like thumbs towards the general direction of the skyline, which she's flying off, her as some sort of party ally or informant, even though I've seen how she works in trying to gather intel and betray and sabotage, and whenever she did it to me, it was so piss poor pathetic that a blind man could catch it coming.
Well,
But apparently, she might, air quotes, have intel, air quotes, about the Mortal Revolution, you know, the anti-dragon extinction, all that jazz. They might be in town here. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do another sweep of the castle staff for traitors and moles. I've done it 3 times already because usually it's my father, but god damn it, it doesn't make it any less annoying.
well, I guess how does she behave when she's trapped in a corner and her only option is survive?
Pouty,
Eh,
pathetic, groveling.
you can work with that.
Yeah.
Is that exactly what she was already doing?
Yeah,
So,
she's like that, but more sad. You just kind of feel bad for her at some point. That's why I let her go. She tried to cause a problem getting up. Like I saw her charging that breath weapon. I swear to God, if she tried to fire that back off, I would have crammed it back down her throat.
Crazy.
Hey, yo.
The
I'm sorry.
noise.
I've dealt with enough for vague threats from afar, sitting in her den, in her little hidey hole, miles and miles off. I've already dealt with that enough. And then the ominous posters and the I challenge you, blah 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 blah. And then showing up at my door just to learn that it's not actually about overtaking my kingdom. It's not actually about spiting me. It's that the kingdom she actually wants is overtaken by said Huckabee.
On how you say you are tired of dealing with it, of dealing with her over and over again. Yet it seems like you do nothing but let her go every time instead of actually dealing with the issue.
It is the first. How many times do I have to say it? It is the first time she has showed up at my door. Usually, she's too busy being a bitch, hiding out in Red Dragon territory because she knows I won't go there. I don't go there to squabble with them because it's a fruitless effort.
She sounds
Me-
like a
my head
Queenie
on a
X
brick
from
wall,
novels.
Oh,
Then you
what?
read it?
He just eyebrows you.
Well, he does. She does. She sounds like a Queenie X from like a really weird or a really bad novel.
Okay. Listen.
His
There was a
eyes narrow.
short.
The person that
There
reads
was a
novels.
wait.
I like the library. I've just been banned a couple of times.
Interesting.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she keeps eating the books. She gets hungry halfway through and just like takes a bite out of the paper.
She grew
I
too
only
much with
take-
the sheep that she'll eat anything.
Yeah.
Hey man, just eat
Listen,
the
I
cover,
only eat
not the
the
paper.
really bad books or the ones that have extra copies.
Okay.
I got you.
Hmm. Yeah. That's one thing to mull over. Would it be smart to have her like I don't want to say she's incompetent, but her competency is inconsistent. And her allegiance to one side or another flip flops like crazy.
Well, just put her on the gravity of the situation. You know? Like the whole thing of this is probably going to lead to a very, very bad war, if not murder of hundreds.
Then again, I guess one, she doesn't like the fact that the dragons are taking orders from humans back towards the original throne.
Mm.
That's fair and fine and dandy and all, superiority complex, yada yada yada. But also, it's the fact that she came to me, and begrudgingly, I had to really get there, had to ask for help. Listen, just because she has purple scales does not mean she doesn't have red blood in her. Because Jesus Christ, she is not someone to ask for help from. She just refuses to do that. It's that pride. It's that stoicism. She would, in most cases, either run away or rather die. But yet here she is.
Well,
So I
use
guess that means she must be very pressed about it.
Yeah, use it against her.
Well, if she's here, she's not going back to Red Dragon territory just yet. Because nothing budges her out of it. Nothing budges her across border lines. So which means she's probably got a temp set up somewhere outside city limits. You, points
It
at
better
me,
not be
said,
my
like,
fucking territory.
let's hope not. But you had like your eyes on the sky or something like that. Maybe you could try to scout around and see where she's hunkered out.
I can.
Just
I
trace the
usually-
direction she went.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, just to make sure she stays out of my bounds, because I fought
Yeah.
for that.
starting to wonder if they always had people in the city here before I went out to the Jin Kingdom out west, or if they saw me doing my shit out there and slid over here to wait for me to get back. Either way, it's
Possibly.
fucked. But I've just woken up and I've got a headache. Fuck. All right. Well, there's nothing we could do about it now except track her location later. I say we get ourselves situated, get ourselves packed in, and I guess it'd be time for a re-gear, resupply before we start sweeping the castle. Make sure we got the walls secured there. No informants, no moles, no rats, no double agents, no assassins. I don't think the revolt is sophisticated enough to hire mercenaries or professional hitmen. But you know,
Don't underestimate them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's underestimating an enemy is the first, worst, and only mistake most people will make when you come to encounter one. I mean, you could literally chalk it up to how I just dealt with her. She didn't expect me to walk up there and grab her and drag her off the roof. But I did, and then I chokeholded her out. As just motions to human regular sized body as just like a regular guy. And I will mention that was not draconic strength. That is all natural. Tapping into that sort of thing, especially when taking just a normal form, frankly, it's cowardice. It's weak and it's lame and I hate it. If I can brag a little bit about it, I'm proud of the strength I built up in this body on my own without the need of just tapping into draconic blood as a tap out. But that's just me. Some people think I'm crazy and limiting myself, blah, blah, blah.
Look at you boasting like the red dragon you are.
You were literally hissing at her like a cat.
What are you, proud of him or something?
I quite am. In that
You know how
pers-
cats like have their eyes can dilate into little pupils?
Yeah.
It is just that, but like the anime rage with the little dread squiggles.
Yeah, go back to eating your jam. Or the jar.
Maid Ivy seemingly sort of quickly popped behind you and was like, I'm very happy that Inachris is proud of himself. He worked very hard for his muscles. Look at them. They're bulging out of his shirt. I had to sew it many times.
Oddly
We've-
descriptive, but thank you, Maid Ivy.
Don't worry.
If you guys
What?
if you guys need help sniffing out rats or spies or
Yeah.
anything,
I
let
mean,
me know.
I didn't want
I'm
to.
your
I
guy.
didn't want to put you guys on too tight of a range just yet, because you're just getting settled in. But like, if you want to get a jump on it, I'm not going to complain.
Do you have any leads or anything?
Not
Oh, this
yet.
would be
No.
lovely.
Only just the general nugget of, oh, they're in the city. It's like I was
Okay.
going to just start from the castle walls and work my way outward.
Do you know if
If
the
you got
castle
an
has a
informant
rat
in the
problem?
market or something, sure, that's one thing. I need to make sure the castle's secure first.
Trip. Not
Do you
literal.
know
One
if your
more
castle has
thing.
a rat problem?
One more
Ah.
thing. I am
Uh?
sorry to interrupt you, Inachris, but would you mind if I make a big dinner for everyone here?
I mean, no, not at all. They're going to need to
Wonderful.
eat.
It's
Half
been a
them
long
don't
time
have
since
huge
you've been
money,
here.
so they wouldn't have any money to spend on food.
He looks at Trip and Min.
Fuck you.
It's just that my girls, the girls just want to try to make something nice for you. They've been trying out new recipes, and I want to give them the chance for that.
All right. Sounds fair to me.
Good. Give us about 1-2 hours, dearest. Then we'll fill your bellies right up. And she
All
sort of
right.
walks away with a little hip in her step because she's very happy.
Turn back to the group. Dramatic clap. Well then, y'all got roughly 1 to 2 hours then. Get yourselves unpacked. Get yourselves situated. Get re-geared, resupplied. Get yourself familiar with the groundwork of the castle at least. And then we have our meal and start strategizing game plan for real.
Oh,
We're already on
Yeah,
the back foot.
Then Min like pats herself, stands up, digs into Akris's backpack, grabs the poster. They use this symbol. She points to the revolutionary symbol.
Perfect. Hang on, let me see that.
Yeah.
Fucking, did you draw it out or does V still have the fucking description?
Is it what we saw back in the Jinn Kingdom or no?
Yes.
I
one.
have the description for it. Where
Okay.
is it? I just need to search my notes.
And then I can doodle it later.
I never doodled it. I should have doodled it.
You probably should
Doodle right now. Go, go, go.
I forgot the
You
description.
fool.
So when
Yeah.
Oh, and then yes, he has had problem with rats, but it's specifically with his dad. So not the right people.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
no,
also
I mean like animal
cartoonishly.
rats.
Oh no,
No.
not fit. Not fit. No,
Damn.
we are up. Well,
Oh,
it's like we're relatively up to code, but you know, old stone masonry. A majority of the central castle was ruins before getting revamped when I moved in. So I mean, it happens.
Chip starts to rub his hands together like a fly.
Trip has the legion of rats from last time, and he's like, I can only take a couple. And we're like, no, take them all, you bastard. He's like, okay. So he could just go, my rats, find them.
oh yeah, he has a bunch of rats on him, don't he?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. He has a colony of rats that he could just send to meet the others.
So I'm going to talk into my trench coat while holding the picture of the symbol and say, Squeaks,
Mhm.
Bags, Hammy, memorize this for me.
I remember it's like a sun logo. sort of
Yeah.
deal.
Rising sun, or something vaguer than that.
I always thought it was like rising sun with like a diagonal slash through it where you have like the big rectangular bands rolling off of it. But let me see if I could find a more descriptive blurb about
Okay.
it.
Please.
I don't feel like
That's a lot.
going back to the older VODs. That would take too long. My brain would explode.
If you can get the description, I need to start writing stuff down again. It's been a while because of other life stuff, but I should get back to doing that. I apologize for that.
Yeah, super wobble.
I'm going to curb stomp whoever made those noises.
I would like to see you try 5'1".
I was like, it's either
I will
coffee
erase your
or
knees,
fucking-
5-man. 5-woman. I will make you a 4.
Are you sure
think
you're
so.
not just gonna make yourself a 3?
I could probably
Lesbian.
pick you up and throw you.
And I will
Gonna make you a
retaliate by
negative
picking
6.
you.
I could bite you.
Alright.
I have
Before
begun.
we all go out and do our separate things,
I
which territory are we in?
red.
Oh my god, are you serious?
His points at him.
I'm the map.
Technically, we're in the Nacris's territory, but we are in Red Dragon. If you go east, you will hit the swamps that are shared by the black and the green. And if you go southeast, you will hit the amethyst. And if you go super south, then
Then you reach the world
Why would
border.
you?
Right now, we're basically at a crossroads of a bunch of different. Like he points north, he points northwest, red that way, northeast, green and blues mixed together that way. Points south, mainly just amethyst, gem
Okay.
dragons.
Poor Trip not knowing the history.
How far is the nearest amethyst?
He was homeless. Of course, he doesn't know the
Do you
history.
think?
He
had to
looks
roll
to Anacris.
Would I roll a history for it, or would I just know the? Of like we're in the
Well,
nearest gem.
If it's your
the amethyst.
area, you would know like
Yeah.
the area around you. But if it's farther into the amethyst territory, no, you would have to roll history.
No, it would just be a general question of relative to Anacris's kingdom here, then nearest closest gem amethyst dragon settlement. Like, is it an hour away? Is it a day's travel away?
Mm. Roll
History or what?
history.
All right. Is advantage because it's my area or
Yes.
got it? All right. That's a 13.
I'd say, considering in terms of settlement, they're not very accepting of a bunch of tourists or visitors. The closest one would still be 2-3 hours away, but you don't know if they'll accept anyone or not.
Hmm.
So potentially, but you
It's
only
like,
heard a few times that they would accept visitors that you directed them towards and such.
He just kind of points. He points probably more in like the a little bit of a southeast position. He just points a little bit off that way, and probably a couple of miles. Give it a day. Give it a couple. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've been down that way. They're not very welcoming to tourists though, so you might have a hard time getting whatever you're looking for.
I'll be all right. When I go, I'm not gonna make that whole trip today.
Yeah.
Do we have plans on going to an amethyst city anytime soon?
No, but it's on the
Probably not.
vague itinerary
Mhm.
because of the whole Mortal Revolution. Again, more Mortal Revolution stuff permeating through not just territory here with the amethyst, but also blue and at least the Blue Dragon region as well. So scouring about for information, probably just be doing a sweep of the area.
I don't believe we
Okay.
fully planned that out yet. This was the prerogative for the meantime.
Yeah, it's another thing to discuss over dinner. Because we got
I forgot I need to go get the jar before it's too late. Then fucking
Yeah.
runs off.
yeah.
I'll
there
actually
she
go with
is.
men. I'll go with men.
Yeah.
But that's to those remaining. That's another thing we need to discuss is okay, just what the next big steps are from here, because that's even more on the plate. It could be a thing of following up the lead with Valaksha. It could be going off back towards Red Dragon territory to sort things out with my father's old throne. It could be scouring through here, the Amethyst and Blue territory. You've got far off. You got the White Dragons that are being hunted by frost giants up in the tundra, and that might cause problems from mortals. And I don't know. And then
It's okay, Anacris.
there's also the Black
ahead, go ahead.
Dragons and the Sapphire Dragons.
Yeah.
Causing fights over to the east. I'm fairly certain that's interrupting trade routes for the kingdom. There's
Okay.
always someone squabbling somewhere for something. It's God damn it. You can see why I hate
life.
politics.
Yep.
Yep. See, I'm sorry, Hua. How the fuck do you and Miguel do this for the living? This sucks. Like this just sucks.
It is what it is. It
No, I
Like,
get it.
I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, aka I wouldn't wish this on Avalaksha.
Mm.
I fucking hate her.
It's like dealing with the pack of
is-
rats.
Mm.
There's always some fighting. Something's
Yeah.
messing up somewhere.
There
They're all
is no
hungry.
world without war. But you know, it is what it is at the end of the day.
It is what it is. Do you need some help, sir? Sterling is here.
No, I don't know exactly what I need. Have we got the wagon unpacked yet from the stables?
Yes,
Mm.
I assisted with
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
Mikoslav with that. So no
sweet.
worries.
Got on it already. Thank you.
No problem.
I think for right now, Sterling, you know the protocol. We might have some rats in the castle. Not physical rats.
will
I'm
soon.
talking- Yeah, if you see, like, that's two things to clear up. One, if you see physical rats, they're his. Don't mess with them. They're helping with
Please.
part 2, snooping out actual metaphorical rats. We might have some moles, and not from my father this time.
Well, I'm quite happy you said that. Once we heard news of your adventures in the Jin Kingdom and the supposed mortal revolution, we did set up some tools to help you and assist in weaving through civilians and foe. Whenever you're ready to start on that, I can assist with.
I say we get the ball slowly rolling on all fronts. While we start laying out more detailed plans over dinner once everybody's here. It'll be closed doors. It'll be you, Ivy, and the party. Because obviously accepted in as well, but everybody else, servants, wait staffs, maid, serfs, all of them, the rest of them, out. Like, out away from the dining hall, confined to barracks for the evening. Something about diplomacy talks and needing to keep things on the hush hush. They'll understand.
Understood. If you wish, sir, for the whole area, I recommend throwing some sort of festival.
Festival.
Hmm.
Is it
Why?
to bring spirits up again, especially after sending off the big bad purple dragon?
Partially, though to be fair, she didn't really make that much of a noise. She
I
rather
know.
only made the noise in your quarters. She didn't like being
Yeah.
seen by your civilians. However, it's more to see if people appreciate this current news. It could be dragon theme, for example, and you could potentially fester out people who aren't as enthusiastic, see their reasons as to why, and go from there, potentially.
And festivals are great distractions. So they
Yeah.
could like
Be good
No.
cover at least.
yeah.
I feel like if there is tension amongst the populace that isn't a part of the revolution, I don't think throwing a celebration of, look at us dragons, we're so awesome and cool, look at us go. I don't think that's going to help much with the tension, man. We might have to just dial it back to more of a celebration of the people and what we've established here. And then obviously you'll have the outsiders and the naysayers that are going to be standing out from the crowd because they're not cheering along with it. But
Also, well,
More-
yes. Sorry.
yeah,
Well, it could be a good distraction. It could also be a great distraction for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As in, they could use it as a distraction to fuck us over.
Mhm.
Sort of a double-edged sword. So, it's gotta go that route. Be careful. Damn it.
That was the
That's
plan.
yeah, I got it.
It
Yeah.
would be bait
I figured that was the plan.
for
What?
them.
Oh, bait. I thought you meant like
Yeah.
it would be our cover. Okay.
No, it's bait.
Yeah,
My
no,
bad.
setting a trap.
Mhm.
Oh, god
I don't
damn
like
it.
that
Setting
word.
a trap. That's Velox shit. Oh.
Sorry.
I understand
Yeah.
you would not be approving of this, but if you are, I have already set up the plans, and it would simply be up to you if we enact it or not.
It's
Me-
another thing to read over dinner.
Understood. I simply wanted to bring it up to you, but I understand you have a
course.
lot on your mind. Please bring the
Nah,
matters
there's-
of diplomacy tomorrow. I do suggest
Hmm.
you take a day off, good sir.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't been doing much since leaving the Jin Kingdom other than having days off. Well, other than the one circus in town, village, town, whatever the fuck the name was.
Circus,
gonna
circus,
be.
carnival in town.
Exactly, that's the one.
Oh, you've
Um,
been to town?
Yes.
Oh.
Passed through it on the way back.
My daughter lives
God.
there.
Their food is
Hopefully,
PRO.
you get eaten by the space demons.
No.
We met a charlatan. He opened a door to the astral plane, let some monsters through. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, but
Is
ruined the festival for the night, ruined the feast. Well, dining hall, it's just like alien guts now.
is my daughter okay?
No, as far as I'm aware, she should be all right. I didn't hear about casual. We were asked. The charlatan was basically chased out of town with pitchforks and torches. We were asked to kindly move along, so we made haste.
All right. I will try to write her a letter. Then see if she's all right. Excuse me. And he bows and departs as well.
Okay. I've had enough headache for today. I say we hit the town, relax a little bit, get ourselves settled in, blah, blah, blah. I've said this like 3 times before getting interrupted with more things to worry about again.
I think
Ugh,
I'm going
okay.
to
It's all
get
in
the
the
layout.
nature of democracy and government.
I know that.
Well, you wanted to run a kingdom, so I don't know what to tell you. Well, what now? You're all sitting here at the tea party, stressed and shit, waiting for food. Is
Not
there
all
anything
of
else?
us.
No,
No, alright.
me and fucking Min are gone.
Well, I know
Left to go
that.
get-
I'm
yeah.
saying the rest of you.
I said I went to go get the layout of the castle and the town.
Oh.
Trip would leave to go to. I assume we have rooms.
Yeah.
Anakris, do you have rooms?
Yeah,
You
there's
have
extra
rooms?
rooms within the castle, usually reserved for diplomats and traveling merchants and such like that. They're on like big business.
Luckily, have two
Included
diplomats.
Right, yeah.
At least 2
Yeah,
of
it's
us.
like he could write it off. Like, yeah, a couple of them are diplomats.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm a diplomat. If that.
He's a
I've been here
diplomat, the
before. You
underground
know
and
my
lower
room.
class.
So we'll go
I'll come here
to
often then, huh?
Mitt and Miguel
Perhaps.
as you two are gathering strawberries. I think. You're
No, I'm
citrus.
getting. I'm going to just make it up a little bit, mostly because I like the idea of her knowing it's a really good berry jam, but she doesn't know what it is because she keeps forgetting what the fruit is called.
Would you be
But she just
in
knows what
the
it looks like.
gardens of the kingdom, or would you be outside of the kingdom and walls?
Hmm. I mean, as long as she gets the ingredients, I think she's okay with staying in the walls for now before wandering off too far.
Alright, in that case, you are in the garden. Specifically
Okay.
the food supply Gordon Ramsay. Sorry. You're specifically in the garden where
Gordon.
they have vegetables, fruits, grains, all of the variety that you would need to, have the cuisine in the kingdom, specifically of the royal matters, because he's royalty at this point. And the fruits are in their own section, some on vines, some in bushes, and they all are colors of red and purple, some yellow and green, but you do not know. Or maybe you do. Roll a nature check.
I did forget to get my dice, Lamau.
Do I have a good nature? I do have an all right nature.
State Farm is there.
Like a good neighbor, roll the dice.
I am. I'm grabbing them. I'm grabbing
I want
the
a
dice.
sandwich. Why he eating the bread?
off the desk. Ah!
I'll let you roll first and then I'll roll. Okay.
It's a horse
My turn.
seed.
I gotta check my for 21 natural.
Ooh. What type of jam you want?
I'm gonna look up a crazy one right now.
Okay.
I got a 14.
At first, I was gonna just make up a completely magic one, but I don't feel like thinking that hard right now. So
There's apple, there's grapefruit, cherry, grapes, pear, dragon fruit.
don't do that. You're giving me too much information. I'm gonna shut down.
Just like V earlier going scroll. And then when I muted her, Ocean immediately found what he was looking to.
I'm sorry. I need words to speak out of my mouth, but I do not know of what.
It's a mixed berry jam.
Ooh, I like those. In this case, you would get your typical red and purple berries, which you find quite easily. In fact, you find some good berries. You find wild caps, which are similar to blueberries, and you find all sorts of varieties in there. Excuse me. And you, Miguel, were able to discern which one were, of ripe? Yeah, of ripeness or not. Some being a bit too early in the process and others being too ripe for it. But you eventually find about a jar full of berries that could eventually be processed into jam. In fact, you found too much that Min got a little bit overzealous and got 2 jars full of berries. So 2 bottles of jam.
It's fine as long as she can trade them.
Most likely you will. And as you examine the scenery of this environment, of this garden, it is quite peaceful. There are some workers there collecting the ripe ones, but overall, it's quite peaceful. Vines scattered across the walls, everything being kept nice and tidy, with the floors being made of stone pavements, like little, stone walk cut into stone paths. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not buckets, but sort of like tunnels and streams of water around it for proper irrigation and stuff. And birds are here, chirping. It's quite peaceful.
Okay.
I just wanted to get the scenery.
I mean, she's just counting mostly to make sure it's enough so that okay, we should get going before they start really cooking so that it's not that much of a bother.
He'll just nod silently and smile.
Why do you do that?
Do what?
Smile a lot. Don't you have like a neutral face?
Do I have a neutral face? I feel like smiling is half his neutral face. But then there's another neutral face that is just what's it called? Just a blank. Right? Very resting.
Sorry. You mean, hang on, I'm trying to find the darn emote this.
Yeah, to an extent, it's like it has a slight, because the fucking the status and the what's it called, the strong features. It's slightly intimidating, but it's not like menacing. It's got a little bit of swagger to it, like kind of like.
That's acceptable. Come on. She's gonna head to the kitchen.
And he'll go back to his smile.
And you walk with berries in hand, in jars in hand, ready for a very fruitful evening.
Does that mean we don't have the berries in the jars?
Perception check, please. Give me your eyes and ears and nose if you do, for this perception is quite percepting.
I am in pain. I am in agony even.
Dirty 20.
I have to do math real quick. Hang on. It's one of the numbers that I don't familiar in my memory. 11.
You slightly hear some wrestling, Miguel, but you're unsure if it's something to take notice of on. Man, you hear nothing.
Can I know where it's from or what?
Maybe from the trees in the garden, maybe outside the walls. The wind is kind of slightly blowing, so it could be the trees rustling.
Hold on, let me see my features real quick. Just making sure I don't have what's it called? Dark vision or anything. I don't think I do. So I'm not sure if I should note it, correct?
Yeah.
Then I'll just ask Min, is it a little breezy or is it just me?
I perk my ears up.
It's slightly breezy. Trees rustling. Bushes rustling. Normal nature.
Can I do
what?
Can I do an investigation check to specifically check the tops of the trees? Just glancing sideways, right?
You can. You said investigation check, right?
Yep.
Yep. You can.
That's not gonna give me anything. That's a 8 plus 6 is 7 plus 7 is 14. Yep.
Yeah. You can see the branches and stuff, and they just look regular. Nothing, like, out of the ordinary. It's just a calm day. It's quite breezy. Oh, well. Trip! You're walking around, buddy! Oh, dear. My throat. You're walking around and actually exploring the community that Innocuous built. It's quite big. Like, it's not big like as Jin Kingdom big, but it's pretty big for a kingdom managed by him. People are sprawling around, there's taverns, there's bars, there's shops of every kind, albeit the culture's a bit different. There is a much more layers of clothing, with straps and buckles, and there seems to be a lot of more hats. Or actually, no, a lot less hats. A lot less straighty, pointy hats, and a lot more smooth and slightly tip. I don't know how to explain it. But different culture, same environment, bustling and the like. And you can hear with your ears if you make a nature check on advantage. That.
Yeah.
Trip.
Echo.
What?
You didn't listen?
My
No.
apologies. I thought you were still talking about the forest and shit.
Okay, essentially, you're in the town, right? You sort of went out of the quarters of Innocuous, and it's essentially in the regular ground where regular civilians are. Shops, taverns, bars, and the like. Everything is as quite normal as it is in the Gym Kingdom. Not as quite populous, not as quite big, but the vibes is just as chill and comforting as you used to. The bustling of the feet you would kind of hear underneath the tunnels of the sewers. And if you could hear, you could potentially hear your friends and cousins of friends through the corridors of the town. Make me a nature check on advantage.
Friends and cousins of friends.
Your rats, buddy.
My rats.
God.
That's an 11.
Hear a few squeaks of there. I mean,
Wait,
Innocuous
nature
did-
check or perception?
Nature.
Nature advantage.
Okay. Yeah, it's 11.
Yeah, you hear a couple of squeaks, albeit not as much as the Jin Kingdom. Man, Innocuous must have been taking very severe precaution against your rat friends.
I'll have to talk to him about that. The direction of the squeaks.
Yeah! One is nearby
Huh?
some tavern.
I assume outside of the tavern, like in the back alley or
It
something.
would be in, yes. You spot a tavern in the distance, with some tables in the front. A woman, like a tiefling woman. Not tiefling. Give me a different race. A half-orc carrying 5 jugs of beer on her head, 2 jugs of beer on her shoulders, and 10 jugs of beers in her hands, just sort of walking around this very big area where tables and guests are, and just sort of like, throwing it to the customers, being like, here's your bill, here's your bill, here's your bill, wall, before it skitters off away.
I'm gonna run to it
Run to your
and then make
heart's
squeak noises in the wall.
Translate your squeaks or do your squeak language.
My mic won't pick it up,
Come closer, then I don't know what to tell you.
but it doesn't pick up the noises.
At all?
No, I've tried making it before in session. It just doesn't.
No. How are you gonna communicate with your friends if you can't make the friend noises? Okay.
Hey, come here. Hey, you. Hey, come here. Hey.
Okay.
And you just sees like a very big rat and is kind of scared and sort of just like very scarily go into like a very stereotypical mouse hole.
I'm gonna take my trench coat off to make myself look more rat-like instead of man. Like, hunch down
Hey, what's up, buddy? Come here.
and hold out a hand with a little bit of jerky in it.
And then as soon as he turns around, a horde of rats come from the walls, from the ground, from the sewers. It is a horde. It is possibly 100 rats staring at you, all squeaking
His-
at you.
His eyes light up like it's Christmas morning.
The creatures.
Okay, is there a like how big is this alley and how public is
It's
it?
pretty wide, albeit you're sort of deeper in, so the customers don't really see you. If they did, they would probably scream.
Mm-hmm. I like to go farther back into the alley, like as far from the public eye as I can be, and public ear.
You try to swade through the crowd of rats, and every time you put a step down, they sort of give you space to put your foot paw down, and then make space for your other foot paw. And they sort of follow you to the end of the alleyway where there's like
I'm like,
stairs,
Jesus.
back doors. and
Oh
stuff.
man.
You said there's stairs?
There are stairs, but
Great.
most likely to the tap.
On the first steps, so that way I'm like more elevated.
A little bit, yes. Don't rain now. Please don't rain now. I don't want you to rain now. Please don't rain now.
Thing like this. If you see it, come find me. And you can live with me. Free food, free shelter, head pats, all the above. But you need to find this logo.
Each individual rat on the ground, their eyes turn to stars. Some of them are clasping each other's hands, like, and they're all excited. Some of them are like dancing with their on their feet, like, and eventually you set down the paper for them to sniff down. They all cruddle around, all piling each other, trying to sniff and look at the image. And eventually one of them looks at you and just gives you a thumbs up with their paw.
The rest
Thumbs
just
up
stand up
back.
and do a little fucking salute, and then they break off in battalions.
Yeah. They break off. You never seen rats. They were never there. They're gone.
I'm gonna take the picture back up,
Fucking-
stuff it back in my pocket.
Trip has weaponized the rats,
No, I would weaponize rats.
militarized the rats.
I love it here.
He's gonna walk into the tavern.
Oh,
Ah,
hello, sir.
hello.
Oh, he also put his trench coat back on.
Yeah, you should.
Hello.
Hello. The half-orc looks at you with the piles of beer on her. Would you like a beer?
Very tempting,
Oh,
but I'm afraid not right now.
oh.
Do you guys have rations here? Or would I have to go somewhere else for that?
We're a bit more luxury rations. There's a store up ahead. Take a left and a right. See it right there. Hello?
Hello, you're dying.
I think you're
Bye.
Dying? Oh, I'm dying.
Oh, never
You're
mind. You're
good.
back.
You're good.
I just
You
what
were
happened?
dying.
You take a left and a right, and then the
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
wonderful. Tell everyone to visit. What's her name again? She looks to one of the customers, and the customers say, "Orc's Paradise, where you get the finest beer." And he chugs that beer. Oh yes. Bye bye.
Will do. Thank you.
He was gonna go to the store.
I hope you like this portrayal, Ocean. I don't know anything about your kingdom that much. I'm just. The people are happy. I think that's a good enough. Hello?
A good what?
Okay. To make sure. You go through the corridors per her directions, and you do see a temple store saying rations and passions. By Caesar.
Wonderful.
Just gonna walk in.
Hello. It's a very,
Hello.
very, 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 very tall Goliath.
Good God.
His head is touching the ceiling, and the ceiling is probably like 8-9 feet high.
How many rations do you guys have?
As many as you would like, as long as you have money. Do you
How much will this
want-
pay for?
He's gonna toss 20 gold on the counter.
Ooh, I'd say about 3 weeks worth. And I'm just gonna use my data. I can't do this anymore. Anyway,
We also have been running for 2.5 hours.
I was wondering, does anyone want to take a break? I don't mind if we do. We will probably end around literally after Chip gets his ration, or unless Hua wants to do something. Hello?
I mean,
Uh,
if we
mean,
do a break
I'm
now
trying-
after, and then end right after I get my rations, it's not really much of a point.
Yeah, just I say just
Unless
wrap
Walt
it
wants to
up,
do
you know?
something.
That's what I'm saying. I was going to wrap it up after the rat
Yeah.
man gets his rations. His rat hands.
You said
Just
break.
something about a break.
Are we done?
No, break. No, like done. Done.
Done, done, done.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds chilling to me, you know?
Okay.
Trip's gonna toss an additional 20 on the counter.
Do
Making
you
it 40.
want that would be 6 weeks worth of rations. I don't think they would last that long.
Great.
Gives a thumbs up, pretty much straight up.
All right. And he goes to one of his cabinets.
How
He
long did it
reaches-
last? Hey.
However long it could.
How long do they last?
About 2 weeks for each week, and then you add another week for other goods, but then you have to subtract it for luxury items. So realistically,
I'm gonna be so honest with you, my guy. I've never stepped foot in a school. I'm gonna need you to dumb that down for me real quick.
I suggest you buy 3 weeks worth of food instead of
Great.
6. So the
I bet 3
20
weeks worth.
gold will be good enough. You can keep the other 20 gold.
Great. He's gonna take 20 gold back.
Good. Now, if anyone asks for more money, do not give them or show them the money. All right?
I'm aware.
Good. He goes.
I wasn't sure that. I didn't know that rations expired. If I'm gonna be honest.
Well, ration carries food of all different food groups. As with any food, they'll expire with mold or rot over time. So, to ensure, we only give it maximum of 4 weeks. But I don't want you to buy 4 weeks because it's still at a risk, and I still recommend 3 weeks. Of course, after 3 weeks, you're welcome to get another 3 weeks. It is best to be responsible with your money while also keeping care of your health. Understood? Understood?
Yes.
Good. All right. He hands you sort of like packages wrapped in like cloth. Yeah, cloth. Here are 3 weeks of worth of rations. Make sure they're in it. Don't spill the water or they'll no bad. And don't try to throw it across the land and eventually it ends up in lava. We will allow refunds if you haven't touched it and it is within 3 days of your purchase. So here is a little slip and he hands you a small ticket. If you need a refund, you may use that. All right?
Mhm.
All right. And he pats
think-
your head. Have a good day, sir.
Just gonna squint his eyes and stare at him as he walks out the door.
As you leave, you close the door. You don't hear this, but the dude is like, I love Keats. He thinks
Love
you were a
what?
kid. That's my internet shit.
Could I roll perception to see
You
if I
left.
hear it?
You left. And my internet. Hello?
You front.
Hello?
Hi, my internet is.
Are you
eating heck.
trying to record a message for me to help me get settled in on my first night?
No. I'm just trying to do.
Oh,
Whoa.
Hello.
Hello. I can hear you.
Hello.
I'm
And
just,
as we
okay.
move to Hua,
Just gonna walk back to the castle
what
then.
did you want to do? Hua.
I thought we were done. I told you that like 3 times that she was going around the castle to map out the castle and map out the
That's what
town.
I'm saying. What did you want to do? Like, that's it. That's it.
You're gonna go to the castle first to explore. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I said.
Nope.
Yeah.
I-
Those were
You
there's
go
no
through the
need to do
hallways
anything.
and such. It's not as grand as the Jin Kingdom that you're used to,
Not
but the
by a long
corridors
shot.
are still resembling of that of royalty. You see long banners of carpet along the walls with armor and swords being attached to it. The ceiling is not as high, and the carpet or curtains are not as luxurious, but you can still feel a little bit at home. You see the windows are glass with mosaic patterns, some of tieflings, some of half-orcs, some of dragons even. Unfortunately, there was an empty slot with no mosaic pattern on it. It sort of breaks off in the pattern, and you see a plaque that just says the unnamed one at the bottom. You don't know what a plaque.
Huh, interesting.
Plaque?
Interesting.
Oh,
Yes.
Black.
it's a plaque.
It's a plaque.
You go through the halls. You see the dining hall where the servers are prepping up the food for everybody. You see the courtyard for training for soldiers and such. You see the gardens after Min and Miguel had left. And what else will be there? Obviously, you don't see the living quarters. On the top arches, you can see sort of the overview of the kingdom. A lot of them being of districts and such. It's not as where you would have royal districts and lower districts. It's just all one place. The businesses and the homes are in the same segments of each other, where people can buy at needs without having to go too far lengths for it. And you can tell the people are laughing. They're happy. It's been a while since you've seen people like that. You know, civilians at least. Your people being happy. It's a bittersweet moment for you. You can tell, though, that the sun is setting. You see the hues of orange and purple bits of sprinkles of red and pink scattered across the sky. And it reminds you of a moment back at home where you would try to sneak out, unbeknownst to your mother and father, and go dance in the halls of festivities. Music, laughter, cheers, and drinks. And as you dance, people will always be so amazed by your works. And that laughter, that happiness, again, it's bittersweet. And over time, your memories start to warp a little bit. As you do another step on the stage, you see all the people disappear. And all the chairs are left empty, the drinks gone. It's as if no one has came to watch you dance. And the only person standing there is a man in black.
The fuck?
He smiles. And you're brought back to reality.
What was that?
The Doppler sexy man.
Bro, Mocha, bro. What the fuck?
Tumblr sexy them.
No.
What happened?
Sorry, I didn't remember if I was
No.
muted or not, so I just kind of went for it.
No, that was perfect.
Perfect.
And as you hear a small "dinner is ready" out aloud, you can tell it's time to feast with your friends. And you try to wipe away the memory of that. It's weird. You were recalling something in your mind, but instead that figure appeared. But you don't know what to make of it. But we'll leave that for now. Food's important.
Mm-hmm.
And as you all head to the hall, you're greeted by vast forays of foods, of delicacies, both that are local to this region and those being local to places you've been before, Miguel. And at last you feast. But the feast will come to another time. The session will end.
Let's go.
Let's
That's
see.
2 dragons I put in a headlock. 2.
That's
Belly
great.
on the board.
Damn.
Brother is counting bodies, bro.
We will never
Oh,
see
we're not
that.
counting bodies just yet.
Just yet. Just
Mm-mm.
yet.
Alright, everybody, say goodbye to the stream.
Ah,
I
Kiss
assumed if you were
yourself.
even here.
What?
Wait, what?
Shoot yourself.
Kiss yourself. I got the bases covered.
Oh,
That's crazy.
I was-
Wait.
Okay, bye.
I don't know.